All right. Good afternoon, KW South Bay. How's everyone doing? Look at all these beautiful people on the call. Thank you so much for being on the call.
Great.
I apologize for being a little late. Just trying to gather the content and the information that I'm going to be providing you today. We're going to talk a little bit about stats today, as the market is definitely changing. It's a seller's market. And as we close Q3 and approach Q4, we have some exciting stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sales meeting. So let's continue. Part of Keller Williams South Bay is our mission statement. So our mission, Keller Williams South Bay will become the #1 brokerage across all brands in the South Bay and a top-tier market center within KWRI by attracting, creating, retaining cappers through our positive, productive culture. As a result, we will profit share over $500,000 annually. So couldn't say it any better. Love it. KW South Bay's value proposition: 1, caring; 2, collaborations; and 3, business building. All right, let's continue. Very excited. Bold digital experience. Bold is coming back in October, and it's stronger than ever before. Looking for the top 3 reasons to attend: accountability, database, more scripts, and live scripts as well. So the whole purpose of Bold is really to, help and take your business to the next level. With that being said, as we close Q3 and approach Q4, we're seeing some phenomenal results. With that, taking advantage of Bold, and especially for the cost of $79, you have 2 days to register at the discount price of $79. It's a very phenomenal discount for you. And some of the incredible guest speakers is Jay Pepazan, Jason Ambram, and many, many more. So take full advantage of it. It's a digital experience, going to be better than the summer's experience. So right now you got to October 2nd. Then after October 2nd, it goes up to $99. Now, part of the perks is if you register for Bold, and on your next transaction, we will take care of that sponsorship. Okay. So take advantage. I want KW South Bay to have minimum 30 to 40 register. Okay. That's a promise that I've made to my OPs and to the region. So help me by helping you register for Bold.
Yeah, can I just add to that if you guys remember that, if you guys remember the actual Bold experience, the October Bold is the one that always sells out, right?
Right.
It is the one Bold that everyone knows to take advantage of because of when it happens, which is Q4. So you're already ramping you're doing business right away, but you're also ramping yourself up for the slowest quarter, which a lot of times is either Q4 or Q1, right? So taking Bold in October means paychecks in 2021, not bills in 2021, guys. Seriously, we're gonna make it a really big deal, and we're all gonna be doing it. So I hope that you guys join. It is not Bold Pivot. It is gonna be a little bit different, but it is gonna be much more powerful. And this time we don't have to worry about, the whole selling out situation. It starts on the 20th of this month. You have 2 days, like Simon said, to keep 20 bucks in your pocket and buy it for the $79. We'll be doing our morning huddles and have lots of energy around it so that we can actually do the team portion of it this time around as well, instead of, just doing the virtual classes. So I hope that you guys join us. And to those of you who did take Bold in May, think about what it did for your business. If it did not do anything for your business, think about what you did in and during Bold. So hopefully you can see the results. And we did have some really great summer months when other people did not. So that's the magic of Bold, right? So I hope you guys join us.
Awesome. Thank you, Sonia, for providing us with the additional. So here it is, bold October 2020 digital experience. Right now, $79 up until the 2nd of October. Then it goes up to $99. Here's the schedule at a glance. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Dates and time. So as Sonia was mentioning, take full advantage, because anything and everything that you do in Q4 will ultimately show up the first quarter of 2021. Awesome. All right, I'll leave that for a few more seconds before we go on to our next slide. I believe the next slide is you, Sonia. So let me, oh no, the calendar. Thank you. All right, here's the calendar for the month of October. So we got a lot of stuff happening. Take full advantage. If you don't have a copy of the calendar, reach out to us. We will email you. You also can go to my KW account and download the calendar. We send reminders, I believe, twice a week, reminding you of all the classes that we have here. You know, Sonia's class, Kim's class, my classes, and then regional classes as well, from international as well too. So don't say you don't know what's going on. We provide you with the calendar on a weekly basis on our sales meeting, and alert you text and email as well. Next slide, please. All right. We have our fabulous Sonia Tech Tip Wednesday video emails. Take it away, Sonia.
Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, video is now embedded into the, not embedded, but you can put video in your emails to your clients through command. And there are so many fun things. I was kind of geeking out on this earlier today to try to see what I could work on. And I mean, I'm just thinking the first thing that comes to mind is all the birthday celebrations and stuff like that, but it's super, super easy to do. So if you've got your people in command, in the campaigns tab, it's really simple to go and create an email. Let's say you want to send everybody a happy Hanukkah email, for instance, whatever, right? And you go in there, there's already emails out there that have been saved as templates from international. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop out of here. But I was just using, you go to your campaign screen, right? And you're gonna just go ahead and you can do a single email. This is not smart plans, but it can go to a lot of people all at once, right? Emails, and you can just go ahead and create a new campaign. And then you can name it something. This is just for you to name it. Test birthday, for instance, oops, right? And pick something that you wanna do if there's something specific you wanna put it under. Maybe you just wanna do brand awareness for your own brand or something like that. And you wanna make sure you've got your command email set up in here. All right, so command email is free. You get 5,000 emails a month for free, which is amazing. So you do not have to pay for a MailChimp account anymore. All right, this is how you would do it. And then you're just gonna go ahead and set up campaign. Once you do this, this allows you to select recipients here. You can create lists. You can also search by tags. Let's say you want to send something to all of your allied resources. Oops. Like this, allied resources. So I have 2 different tags apparently that I've selected, okay? So that means that now you can see I've got my JoJo, all my different vendors, lenders, everybody here. And I can select all these and I can name this list, for instance, allied resources. You can also do this to individual people if you want to, right? So we'll confirm that. That's gonna go to all of them, and I'm gonna put a subject here, hey, something, and then I'm gonna select what I want in the email. So you're gonna have your templates that you've used before, and you're gonna have the KWRI templates, and there's all kinds of things here, just listed, featured homes, for sale, open house announcements when those come back around. I like this work with me for sellers and for buyers template. So if you just select one of them, you'll see what it looks like here on the email. And of course you can edit all of this, the text and stuff, but it's already a template for you. And what I like about this here is that we now have this video in here. So we did have that in the landing pages previously, but not in the emails. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a video in here. And if you wanted to record yourself saying something about the current market or something like that, you're just gonna go ahead and I use Loom, guys. I don't know if you guys use Loom. It's free. You can go to Loom. This allows you to record video, and it will put your little like self on the bottom here. Okay, so I record tutorials, whatever, but you could record yourself only as in the screen, or you can record your screen and yourself, or just record your screen. But what I like about Loom is that it gives you a link. You do not have to upload your video to YouTube or somewhere to get the URL. So I could just copy this link, and I could just punch it into here. And now it's going to put that video in there. And I can also replace this image here by whatever I was doing. So I can add an image for this video, because the video will not play in the email no matter what. That's not gonna happen ever. So, and then you can do a little like, hey, this is your birthday message, or here's how I'm gonna help you sell your house, or whatever video you did. All right, and then you're gonna say done, and now you can see that the video is there in the email. And what's great about this is you can send yourself a test email from right here, or you can preview what it's gonna look like. So the system will put all of this stuff in here for you, all of your information, right? It'll have you can edit all of it. They can get in contact with you from here, and they can download your app. And this piece that says website, this just becomes a link. So you can see I test myself on this email. Here it is. This is what it looks like. Okay. So it's pretty sweet, because let's say you need to get a word out about your first time buyer seminar that you're doing, or your whatever you have coming up. You can very quickly go ahead and just send one email out through here. You can also view the different types of, okay, here's your iPhone version of this email, right? And it has all your disclaimers and everything in there. So it says, hey, if you're already working with another agent, I'm not trying to solicit you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then you can go ahead and save and exit. And once you use these templates, you could always come back and just redo them. You can come back to the same template and replace the video. For instance, I was thinking about what I would do for birthday messages earlier today. And I thought, how cool would it be to have like 5 different videos on here and say, hey, your birthday's coming up. Remember this year when we did this for your birthday, and then pull the video. If you are on an iPhone, I don't know, I don't live in the Android world, so pardon me, but if you're on the iPhone, you know, you can go to your photo gallery, and the phone will make little videos for you, and you can select, like, let's say I select Simon from my people in my phone. It will pull up all the photos of me and Simon together, and then it will put it into a cute little video collage, and you could upload that as one of your videos. You could do, I was just thinking of these jib jab videos. You guys remember these, right? You could do a birthday video like this, and then be like, oh, here's the other thing. And then, okay, here's what we're gonna do at this venue. You know, all these different venues have birthday videos and whatnot. And it would be so fun to get something like that, so much more meaningful than just like, you know, this stuff. But this works for people that you don't know. So that is my tech tip for the day. If you don't use Loom, go claim your free account. They also have these great extensions for Chrome that you can see. So if you're on the Chrome browser, you can put these extensions up here. That's the Loom one that notifies you, and then it's easy for you to get there and record yourself and whatever. So if you want to do like a, hey, happy birthday type of thing to someone. That way you don't have to record on your phone, go upload it to YouTube, and then use that link. You can just use the link from right here. If you need help, let me know. I'm happy to help you guys. Check out the different templates that are in there, because they're really good. So I hope you guys found value in that, and that you are using that.
Hi,
it.
Sonia.
Yes.
Hi, question. It's a silly question, but I'm saying I missed the very first part. Where we start?
Command.
For this.
Yep. In KW command. Okay. And in command, you're just going to go to your campaigns tab. So in the campaigns tab, you have all your social media campaigns, all your Facebook ads, and then it also includes the email campaigns in there now.
Okay, thank you so much.
So welcome. And everyone, just remember that you can always go to YouTube and go type in KW command and whatever, anything you're looking for, and it will pull up all the tutorial videos for that right away. And what I normally do after that step is just sort by the most recent when it was uploaded. That way I get the newest stuff, not something from last year when the whole program wasn't complete. So just take a look at that. The video thing just became available last week. So you'll see some videos pop up right away from, for instance, Jay Cermak, who's our tech trainer in California. So.
And that reminds me, Sonia, we need to do a video together and share it to our group.
Awesome. We'll
Awesome.
send it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sonia. Phenomenal information. Great content, guys. Take full advantage of Sonia. And you know, the technology that we have here, and it's getting better. I mean, every time there's always new changes going on. Take full advantage, you know, get it plugged in. This is how you're going to see the full effects of how to utilize to its extent, you know, command. So thanks again, Sonia. All right, I believe our next slide is Mr. Fernando Diaz with Homebridge. Fernando. There you are. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in such a long time.
Well, with COVID, I'm just hiding in my office.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
Work.
Awesome.
Yeah, a couple of quick highlights, guys. First of all, if the government can get their, I guess if you want to call it their, themselves together today and get the stimulus deal done, I think that that's going to calm the markets a little bit, and, you know, get things moving forward for the next, you know, 30 to 60 days. So hopefully that will happen today, because if it doesn't happen today, there's going to be a lot of bad news tomorrow in terms of layoffs and stuff. So very important that that gets done, so that it doesn't have major implications on the economy. Secondly, I don't know if you guys are aware, but a while back, Fannie Mae imposed a 50 basis point, or call it a 0.50 hit, to all refinances. They hit all lenders immediately with it, without notice or any kind of warning. Because of the way that they instituted that, they retracted it, but they did come back with it again effective December 1st. So for those of you that are talking to your clients about refinancing, or even yourselves, if you're looking to refinance in, and just to make it more complicated or different than they normally do, typically they'll say, hey, if this loan is locked prior to December 1st, none of this new stuff applies. That's typically how they do it. Not in this case. In this case, it's if the loan isn't delivered to us, to Fannie Mae, that means work backwards. That means we have to get it there. We have to get it insured by them. We have to fund it. We have to approve it. We have to do all that stuff to get it there. So it takes a long time. Then we're going to hit the lenders with that hit. So all lenders now that I've seen across the board are instituting this add-on to loans. In most cases, the way we're disclosing it to our clients is, hey, you're going to see a half a point hit on your loan. And the reality is this: if we can close it by November 15th, when you see your final CD, it'll get retracted. You won't be charged with it. That's mostly happening, obviously, with loans that don't need appraisals. So that's obviously a lot faster for us to get through that and move in that direction. But obviously, there's a lot of other guys out there that need appraisals. They have maybe investment properties, buildings, all that stuff. It's going to be hard to, with the volume that lenders have, to meet that, to avoid that hit. So just something to be aware of out there. And in terms of anything new product-wise or anything else, not really that I've seen, guys. Everything's pretty stable out there. Very busy, very competitive markets out there, as Simon was talking about earlier today. But, you know, activities through the roof. So, you know, purchase wise and even refinance wise. But really, I'm most surprised with is the purchase activity is really just really high, considering, you know, how the markets are out there. And that's it, unless you guys have any questions in general for me.
I have a question. What are we looking at jumbo loans right now?
Jumbo loans, for the most part, the last two that I've turned in have been right around 2.875 on purchases. Yeah, so they're still doing okay. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a little bit of an uptick in the market today. Not sure, you know, how it'll flatten out tomorrow, if the rates are going to push up just a tick or if they're going to come back down tomorrow, we'll see. But like I said, the stimulus bill, obviously the great debate last night, or whatever you want to call that, that stuff comes into play today, right? So that's what's happening out there.
What are the interest rate?
I had to have a big glass of scotch to watch that last night, because that was good. I mean, that was craziness. I've not seen anything like that in a while.
Yeah, it was crazy. What is the interest rate? Current interest rate?
Just in general, Rosie, or
Yeah, in general, yeah.
general, I mean, I would say between, on the low side, 2.75, on the high side, you know, I mean, 3.1, depending on, you know, all the parameters, FHA conventionals, FICO scores, down payment, all that stuff. Somewhere in that range.
That's good.
Awesome. I'm just cracking up of, aren't all jumbo loans in California? The answer is no. There's certain areas that are still priced pretty reasonable. You're just talking South Bay.
Yeah, I'm just, you know.
Awesome.
We are definitely an anomaly out here, guys, because, you know, I mean, you guys all have friends that live anywhere but California, and they just laugh at us when they look at it. We're buying teardowns for $1 million. To them, that's just like unbelievable.
Crazy. It's crazy. Just go one state over, you know, you can get reasonable properties, large properties for 300,000. Arizona, Nevada. It's crazy.
Yep.
Something about California, huh? Awesome. And your average to close is still roughly about 30, 45 days?
Purchases are obviously a high priority, guys. So, you know, we're doing those in anywhere between 21 to 40 days, depending on the parameters. Jumbo loans, for the most part, take typically a little bit longer, unless one of the things that we do on the jumbo side, guys, just to sort of expedite things and make the client a little stronger, is we will get a full application and a full financial package, everything as if it was an escrow on a jumbo client. And we will send it into underwriting with a TBD address. So that way, if the client's saying, hey, I'm looking at a house, I don't want to go any higher than 1.8, and I'm going to put 25% down. Let's just say, okay, we submit it that way with a TBD address. Underwriting gets through it. They give us all the conditions, you know, especially a lot of these, you know, buyers that are buying in this higher end market are more sophisticated. Their tax returns are more complicated. A lot of LLCs, 1065s, 1120, all kinds of things, K1s. And you want to just make sure that, you know, because jumbo underwriting is a different beast, guys. It's not like Fannie Mae or FHA or anything like that. But what it does is it basically now says, hey, if you want to go in for maybe like a 21 or 25 day close on a jumbo, now it's a lot more feasible, because all we really need is the appraisal and your escrow and prelim, and, you know, everything else we have, everything is done. Everything is done to the T in terms of income and assets and all that stuff. So that sort of helps expedite the jumbo clients. So, yeah.
Very good. All right. Any questions for Fernando? Any other questions?
Hi, Fernando.
Yes.
Hi, I do have a question. So for these jumbo loans, it's the rate is different for 1099 or W-2.
Some lenders are looking at self-employed people as more risk than a W-2'd employee. So it just depends on where they fit, but some of the investors are not. Its pricing is the same, but actually it's a great observation, because that recently happened with COVID. Some lenders are looking at self-employed individuals with a frowny face. Oh yeah.
And if there's a property on collateral, is there any difference in rate?
A property, what do you mean, like an investment property they may have, or what do you mean by that exactly?
Yeah, if they want to refinance and put another property as collateral.
Well, I mean, you mean if they just want to refinance a property? I don't understand how would that
Refinance one property, but because person is on 1099, wants to put another property as a collateral to ensure the loan.
Well,
the rate
jumbo
is
investors for the most part right now are not cross collateral. They're looking at the actual collateral, which is the subject property that's in question, and that is it. But they're not doing
another property.
Yeah, that's a different situation. Now, I would say that I know for a example, I have clients that worked, they bank with Malaga Bank, which you guys know it's in your building right there, but also up in Palos Verdes. And they have a pretty extensive portfolio of properties. And I've seen like an equity line granted for, let's say, $2 or $3 million that may cover 4 or 5 properties that an individual owns, you know, if they're comfortable with it. So things like that, that's a maybe, but that's, you know, that's where the small banks and banks like that, they can kind of create their own little packages for clients, especially high wealthy clients, something you can look at for them for sure.
I see. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
A good question. All right. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing. Any other questions? All right. All right. I appreciate it. Okay, Fernando. Well, thank you so much for the updates.
Sure.
It's always great to hear from a perspective of what you're seeing from your arena, you know, which is totally different than what we do. So thank you for sharing.
Not a problem, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Fernando. All right, let's continue with the slide. All right, so I guess that's me here. So local market stats. I'm going to share my computer. Okay, so does everyone see my my computer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. So as we close Q3 and you know, tomorrow is already October 1st. You know, one of the things that we're seeing a lot right now is the market trend. You know, very seller's market right now. Lots of buyers, very low inventory. We're seeing a lot of multiple offers. And it's pushing the market in avenues that we haven't seen in a while. It may be good, it may be bad, you know, with everything just around the corner, you know, the elections in November 2021, just around the corner, we are seeing such a phenomenal, unprecedented times right now with, I believe it's going to be a great fourth quarter, my personal belief, you know. October being, you know, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas and New Year's, it usually tends to slow down for a lot of agents. But because of what we're seeing right now, so much going on with the low rates right now, we're seeing that buyers are just going in every direction, just trying to buy property. So it seems like a lot of our agents and agents outside of Keller Williams are just working overload and finding properties. So I wanted to share with you and everyone has the ability to have this information. This is part of your membership, is the Info Sparks. So what I gathered was 3 cities. I chose Torrance, Redondo Beach, and Manhattan Beach. And ultimately just want to kind of see the trend of what's going on. I clicked down here, the new listings, and it provided me with the August stats from last year and the stats for this year. And if you'll see from last year in the city of Torrance, Redondo Beach, and Manhattan Beach, in 2020, there was a reduction in Torrance of negative 2.9, but an increase in Redondo Beach plus 26.1. Ultimately, new listings on the market that came in August, and I don't have September's, it's only 1 month prior, so this is the reason I'm having August stats. But look at the avenue and platform from August of 2019 and August of 2020, the increase of new listings that came on the market in Redondo Beach. And this is more for the agent that focuses on these 3 cities. Now, I can manipulate the system and add different cities, Palos Verdes, Hermosa, Carson, Hawthorne. But I just chose this as the vocal point here to just have that conversation. Also in the city of Manhattan Beach, an increase of 42.3 new listings that came in. Active listings that came in from last year and this year is, you know, the same. August of 2019, city of Torrance, 206. Redondo Beach, 173. Manhattan Beach, 140 compared to this year. There was a reduction in the city of Torrance from last year of 206 of active listings. This year, 156, which is a negative 24.3. Redondo Beach, also a reduction of 12.7 from last year, 173 of active listings to this year, 151. But there was an increase in Manhattan Beach from last year. Last year, we were looking at 148, and this year 156, an increase of 5.4%. Let's look at pending sales. Pending sales, what are we seeing in the activity for the month of August? Last year in 2019, pending sales were in the city of Torrance, 356. Redondo Beach had 190 new pending sales in Manhattan Beach, and we're only talking about the month of August compared to the month of August of 2020, an increase all across Torrance, Redondo Beach, and Manhattan Beach. 359 compared to last year, 156. Redondo Beach had 300 compared to last year, which is a phenomenal, it's almost a little over half. 190 last year and 300 pending sales. What does that say? What is that telling us? Okay. Manhattan Beach also had an increase of whopping 80.6%, 87 last year pending in the month of August. And this year we have had 158 pending sales. Now, the most important one for me is closed sales, because that's what drives the market. And this is where we're seeing a lot of issues with appraisals. And I know Fernando can probably testify to this, you know, because of the market going bananas, it's putting a lot of strain on the appraisals. You know I've been in conversation with some of the agents here, and I'm coaching them to have those conversations to navigate and ultimately make it a win-win. But here's the problem, you know, the buyers are putting substantial over asking price, and I apologize, I'm having some technical difficulties with my internet here, but you know, what does that mean? That we're seeing a trend, you know, buyers are out there getting qualified, and because of the low interest rates. But what happens if the interest rates start shifting, start increasing, which is going to happen? You know, is it going to happen after the election, or is it going to happen at the end of the year, or will it happen, you know, the first month of 2021? Who knows? When that happens, because of the low interest rate, what drives in the low inventory, it drives purchase price. When the interest rates start stabilizing or going up, what happens is the market starts dipping and stabilizes, and ultimately we start seeing a slow impact, meaning that right now days on market are like within days. You know, if you price the property correctly, we're seeing phenomenal acceptance within 2, 3, 4, 5 days, or even a week. Where when the interest rates start climbing, then that's when we see a dip in the market and ultimately a shift in price points. Right now, it's phenomenal, because right now sellers are cherry picking, you know, all these offers. You know, I've had conversations with multiple of our agents, and they're telling me, gosh, you know, we're getting 10, 15, 20, 25 offers. And then that's not even in a week, that's in a couple of days. Couple of days we're receiving these offers, and now the sellers are looking at all their choices, you know. So right now what you need to focus on in Q4 is going after listings. Sonia has stressed the fact, I've stressed the fact, I look at numbers all the time. You know, right now, go for the gold and go after listings. Okay, listings right now are so awesome to be in, because you're cherry picking. You're basically leveraging yourself, having all the buyers' agents work for you. Now, there's avenues in how you're going to approach when you have multiple offers coming in, but that's, again, the question that you're going to relay the information to your clients. But here's the proven facts. Numbers do not lie. And what we're seeing is, phenomenal stats from last year and this year. Let's go now that the system came out, closed sales. look at what we're seeing right now. And this again is the trend that we're seeing, low inventory. So from 2019 and closed sales for the month of August, we had the city of Torrance at 333. Redondo Beach had 230, and Manhattan Beach had 100. 100. And look at this year, 323, which is a negative 3.0. Redondo Beach had an increase of 6.1, 240 closed sales for the month of August. And also Manhattan Beach had 126, which is a plus 26%. Again, what does it say? You know, buyers are out there buying. Let's look at days on market, which is another component that you should also understand of what is going on. How long is a property staying on the market before it ultimately gets into escrow? Let's look at the trend here from last year to this year, August of 2019. Torrance had 14 days, Redondo Beach had 14, and Manhattan Beach had 19. As were August of 2020, Torrance had 10, which is a reduction of 28.6. Redondo Beach had 11, which is minus 21.4, and Manhattan Beach, which an increase of 15.8 from last year. Okay, let's look at total closed sales. And again, August total closed transaction side by a transaction, and this is across all sellers on all sides. August of 2019, Torrance 333, Redondo Beach 230, and Manhattan 100. And here's the stats for this year. Now, another thing that I really want you to focus on is the supplies, your month supplies. This really tells you how much supplies we have left. And here you go, 2019, 2.1, Redondo Beach 2.5, Manhattan Beach 4.7, and here it is for the August of 2020. Torrance 1.7, which is a minus 19.0, Redondo Beach 2.4, minus 4.0, Manhattan Beach an increase 5.2, which is 10.6, okay? What is your average sales price? And again, these are across the city of Torrance, Redondo Beach, and Manhattan Beach as well. 2019, your average price point in the city of Torrance was $765. Redondo Beach, 1.550. Manhattan Beach was 2.6, and this is just within 1 year. Let's look at this year. Look at the increase from last year, just within 12 months. These are factual numbers that you need to really focus on and where the trend is as we approach fourth quarter. Torrance, 800, your average, your median price point is 840, which is an increase of 9.8. Redondo Beach, a decrease of 2.9%, and Manhattan Beach, a decrease of 3.9. Again, why is this important to know? Because when you're having the conversations with potential clients, as I mentioned, focus on sellers, focus on listings, focus on your farm area, but knowing to articulate your conversation is important and crucial to your success to get more listings. If you at least can provide with value, here it is. Numbers do not lie. Here's the proven fact by educating your client on where the market, where the trend is, where they need to be. Now, obviously, you got to do your numbers and your comparable market analysis, run numbers like I always mention and preach. You know, you got to compare properties as apples to apples. But here is the trend that can kind of give you that advantage to really lock in that potential listing. Focus on listings and focus on your farm. Okay. Let me just quickly just go to the average And then we will finish with this.
Hey, Simon.
Yes.
I'm just like, if you guys want to give a market update through those email campaigns, so easy to do. You can screenshot this, add it as a photo, add some text underneath it. I mean, the newsletters are so simple in command at the time now with this. So it would be very easy to do. What you just did in the last 20 minutes, we could all do that by just screenshotting these different things and telling the story of the market and doing a newsletter.
Absolutely. But not just on the seller's perspective, even when working with buyers, you know, educating the buyers because they're, you know, concerned, you know, what do you think I should offer? Well, it all depends. You know, you got to do your research and obviously see where the property is. Is it priced well, below, or is it above asking? The good thing is obviously you have a contingency of an appraisal that will protect the buyer. But what if you're in a multiple counteroffer scenario and now the seller and the listing agent are asking you to reduce or release the appraisal contingency? This is why you got to understand numbers and the trend of what area you're focused on. Because if you study the market, then there's no reason why you cannot have that compelling conversation with your buyers. Listen, based on my opinion, you know, we should be okay with the appraisal. Now, the goal is obviously if the appraisal does come in a lot less is an avenue of negotiations. And this is why they hired you for that purpose, to be able to negotiate from the beginning, the middle, and towards the end, because everything is about negotiations, you know, and it's knowing how to navigate the approach. And I'm speaking for the newer agent or the non-producing agent. You know, study the market, study your graphs, and really implement the tools that you have. These are the tools. This is your arsenal. This is what gives you the upper advantage, as I mentioned, and Sonia stresses as well, to really tell that story, paint that story. And when people see and hear it from a perspective of professionalism, and you articulate those conversations in a very eloquent way, you know, they'll do business with you because they'll say, well, my gosh, you know what, Sonia, Sarah, you know, you understand the market, you study the market. Yeah, absolutely. I look at the market on a daily basis. I'm seeing what's going on. And, you know, there are some phenomenal agents in our office, phenomenal agents outside of Keller Williams that study the market on a daily basis. They're on the MLS consistently looking at what's going on. Every new property that comes on the market, they'll say, oh yeah, that property is overpriced. Oh, that property is priced. You're going to get multiple offers. There's people that already have that engaged in their mind. Is because they study the market. And I stress the fact also, study the market, use the tools. This is a prime example. InfoSparks is part of your membership that you can plug away, and I know Command as well.
Hey, you've got a question in the chat box there from Jay.
Okay, let me stop sharing real quick. And
I can read it for you. He said, can you elaborate on the month supply chart? We keep hearing low inventory. So what does that chart tell us?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically with the chart, it reverses. What it looks like a negative, it's actually a positive, that there is low inventory. There's not that much property. I know it's a little confusing because the way we see things, when we see negative or positive, we're thinking positive, like, okay, the market is obviously up or down. But what that is, days on market, is what we're saying is low inventory, but it's different, and that's how you perspective. But if you like, you know, I can sit with you and really explain it in greater details to really, you know, fine tune your question. All right, so that concludes my little stats for the day. So let's go ahead and continue. I think we're doing our listings now. Nat? I don't know if Natalie is on here. We need to get the listings. There we are. Okay, so new listings. So Teresa Workman has a listing in the city of Lomita 2025 via Encanto. It's listed for 1.45. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.75. 2,800 square feet, phenomenal property. Love the house. So if you have any questions, please reach out to Teresa Workman if you have any potential clients that are interested in the property. Next slide, please. Heather Bernard has a beautiful listing in the city of Lomita, 26037 Oak Street, Unit A. Listing price is $699,999. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1659 square feet. Is Heather on the call? Maybe she can add a little bit more to it.
Yes, I'm here. Thank
Hi,
you.
Heather.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah, this is back on the market, so it is up for grabs. It's a very well-maintained property, just built in 2002, and the sellers are motivated. So yeah, please do give me a call if you have any buyers that would be interested. Thank you.
Awesome, Heather. Thank you very much. And what's is there an HOA on this?
There is an HO, but it's very small. It's only 120, I believe.
120. Awesome. And how did you get this listing, Heather?
I got it through a connection from my husband who works for a moving company. They were in the process actually of trying to look for a realtor and hadn't picked anybody yet. So they interviewed me and I got it.
Awesome. Congratulations. Love it.
Yeah, it was just good timing.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing the information on your listing. Okay, next slide, please. All right, Bryce Kawada has a listing in the city of Laverne, 1858 2nd Street. It's listed for $425,000. There you go. That's not a jumbo loan. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1161 square feet in the beautiful city of Laverne. It's actually, the city of Laverne has some very nice homes there overlooking the canyons. It's a great little city out on the 210 freeway. So if you have any questions, please reach out to Bryce on this listing. Okay, Maureen Lee has a listing in the city of Torrance, 16504 Addison Avenue. Listing price is $729,999. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.25 1,056 square feet. I'm not sure if Maureen is on this on the meeting.
I am.
Hey, thank you so much, Maureen. Tell us a little bit about your listing.
So it's a little cute little 3-bedroom, 1 and 1/4 bath. My client put a toilet in a closet, so you have to look for it. But it's an adorable little house. It's on a great little cul-de-sac street. It's got a nice sized backyard, perfect for the person who wants to like add on to the back, make it a bigger home. You probably could do an ADU because it's a detached garage. It's really close to Elko Village, El Camino College, and you must love the smell of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
Is the toilet working in the closet?
The toilet works perfectly. Not that I tried it, but you know, it's hilarious. You open up this closet thinking it's just going to be a closet, and there's a toilet, so it's pretty funny.
Awesome, Marie. How did you get this listing?
Past client, and they just bought a bigger home in Yorba Linda, so they let me get this already painted, staged, and ready for your buyer. So we're not looking at. It's been on last weekend, but we're holding off on picking a offer until next weekend. So you guys have all week. It's vacant, easy to show. Just let me know when you want to go in.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for the information, Marie. All right. Next slide. Okay, Rosie. Rosie, tell us about your listing. Is she on the call? Okay. Rosie has a.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I just was I was mute. Yeah, this is a townhome, a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, in the city of Hawthorne. The rent is going to be $26.50. I have tenants right now, so but I'm showing it next Saturday. I already have like 15 appointments, crazy, and so but it will be ready for the end of October. So and all the utilities are going to be paid by the tenant. And they have a 2-car garage plus a space, a garage or excuse me, parking space in there. So very, very lovely place. And it's at 3 levels.
And how did you get this lease listing?
I do the property management for the owner.
Okay.
So that's why I got that one. Yep.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on getting this lease listing. They do definitely count as well. Thank you. Thank you, Rosie, for the information. Okay, next slide. Sue, is Sue on the call? Okay, Sue has a listing in the city of Rancho Palos Verdes, 28532 Vista Madrid. It's listed for $639,900. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,462 square feet. If you have any questions, please reach out to Sue and Nick.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Thank you. Tell us.
Yeah, we were in escrow and it fell out because the buyers changed their minds. So we are back on the market.
Wonderful. Okay. And how did you get this listing?
Well, I've been working with one of the, as a past client.
Okay. Past client. Wonderful. Well, congrats on this, and let's put it back in escrow.
Yes.
Looks like a beautiful townhome. What's the HOA on this?
484, but that includes water and trash and maintenance and pool, sport court, and they also do some of the termite.
Beautiful. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Sue.
Mhm.
All right, next slide, please. All right, that concludes any needs and wants that you'd like to share. Any upcoming listings that you'd like to pitch? Okay, so we got a lot of work to do. We got to go out and get some listings. Awesome. So that will conclude our sales meeting. We are on time, 12:54. So we're going to open it up to our affiliates real quick to just give them 5 seconds to do a quick shout out. So let me see who I have now. I see Nicole Romero. So Nicole, take it away.
Hello, good afternoon. Nicole Romero with Pacific Coast Title. Thank you, very good information. What I do have is Title Tuesday. We are going over Prop 19. We are having a representative from CAR. So it's very credible and it's one you won't want to miss. Please touch base with me Tuesday, 1 o'clock.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Nicole. I have Joanne. Joanne, how are you?
Hi guys, Joanne Gallen, Orange Coast Title. A quick title tip. When you guys get your listing, why don't you get the SI, the Statement of Information, completed by your seller ASAP. Don't wait until it's in escrow. So then we could do a lot of the back work ahead of time and nothing comes up. Also, we always offer that 15% to seniors, 55 and over, as well as military. Have a great day and go Dodgers.
Go Dodgers. Awesome. Thanks, Joanne. Okay, I think that's all the affiliates. Fernando already spoke, so I think that's all. Just to a friendly reminder, I do have an eviction company on our next sales meeting next Wednesday. Good information for all this that's transpiring with the COVID and the rent control. So I'm having a guest speaker talk to you about all the updates on tenants, evictions, and also the entire process. I know it was pushed till January of 2021, but they constantly do so many evictions. So wanted to hear it from a perspective in company that can provide you with additional, especially with your clients that are dealing or clients that you have tenants in place. So stay tuned for that. That'll be next Wednesday at 12 o'clock. Okay, so love to see you all on the call. All right, so that concludes our sales meeting, 12:56, right on time. So thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you for being on the call and being patiently with us. I hope that we were able to provide you with essentials and value. And let's start Q4 very strong. Let's go after some listings, get some buyers in escrow, but focus on sellers, guys. So thank you again. Have a phenomenal day. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I'll see
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, Simon and all.
Everyone.
Great work.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Great work.